much for inviting me. And round of applause for Haley. This is an amazing event. All right, guys, so like Tiny said, I am from Austin, Texas, the gigantic blueberry in the tomato soup of Texas. My father was almost a part of this movement. It was this close. He's been a teacher for many, many years where my parents live in the Ellet Valley, and it gets very cold, just like here. So he's in a full trench coat, he's got layers, he's got his cowboy hat on, literally out of a Clint Eastwood Western. Not even kidding, he's in the wrong state. And it was a very crowded hallway, and another woman, they were passing each other, brushing up against each other, just trying to go where they needed to go. He gets a call the next day from his supervisor saying that there was a complaint. My mom calls me and she says, yeah, apparently this woman thought he was rubbing his dick up against her in a hallway, and all I could do was laugh. That's all I could do, because I could never see my amazing father that I look up to so much doing anything inappropriate. And my dad still rocks the fanny pack, okay? He loves the fanny pack. It's, super accessible, and usually has it, hip or hip, but this time he had it in front, and that's what she felt. But imagine, he's about 2 to 3 years from retirement. What if she had pursued this? What if it had gone to the courts? He could have lost his job, lost everything he had worked so hard for, and like this. I am not a feminist. Radical feminism can just go away. I empower women with firearms. And I thank God every day that never escalated. And I even asked him to, just get his permission to talk about this today. And yeah, nothing came about it. It was dropped. His supervisor's like, yeah, I had to feel like it was complete crap, so you're fine. Now for me, I have no victim story. I guess by the grace of God, I've just been lucky, and I've never been raped. I've never been assaulted. Even as a lifeguard in high school for a couple of years, I was a swimmer, so it's kind of a rite of passage. You go to be a lifeguard. I knew going into that job, I was in a bathing suit all day. I mean, I rocked it. And, men would whistle, they would say inappropriate comments, and either if I had the brain power to have a good comeback, I would do a comeback, or I would just ignore it. I didn't go crying to my supervisors. I didn't, get all butthurt and whatnot. And sometimes it was a little bit encouraging, like, oh, I just think I'm hot. All right, cool. But I never considered it to be sexual harassment. I just considered it to be inappropriate. And that is the problem with this whole situation. Those lines are becoming so blurred that if you hit on a woman, whether it's the right way or the wrong way or whatever way, she'd be like, I'm gonna just call the police on you. That's basically what it's become. And men can't even approach a woman in a bar. And I've heard it from so many guys that follow me on Instagram and that have similar stories, that they're afraid to literally approach women. And that's not okay. It really isn't. I can approach you, you can approach me. If I say no, then you go away. And that's it. Now with my job, I am a massage therapist, and I know exactly what you just thought in your head. Happy endings are a stigma in my career, and that's something I knew going into it. And luckily, I have never been propositioned. I have never been put in a situation of a sexual nature. And, I was even talking to my dad about this one day, and I'm like, should I be grateful, or should I kind of be offended that nobody finds me beautiful and wants to proposition me or something, I mean, what's going on? He's like, well, it is a good thing. But you also kind of have this stature, you have this walk about you that just says, don't fuck with me. Yep. And I'm like, yeah, that's totally true. And I've heard that from multiple people, and I just take power over the room. And that is the problem with women. We care too much about what people think. Just stick to your guns. Don't put yourself in bad situations. If you're a massage therapist, I work for myself, and that's one of the reasons I do conceal carry in Texas, because if I do get into a bad situation, I need to be able to handle it, because the cops ain't coming for like another 5 to 10 minutes, okay? And women, if something does happen, speak up. We are at that point. It's what it's gonna be. And if a man did do something, then get the evidence. Go to a doctor, get a rape kit, get the serious DNA evidence that just puts it all together so he can go away to jail for a long, long time. And I have a lot of friends that has happened to, friends, family, or strangers, it doesn't matter. So I am with Brett Kavanaugh. It just broke my heart. The way that men have been being treated these days. It's awful, absolutely awful. And I am with you men, and I am with you women, and we all do need to stick together. And if we could have a conversation with Antifa or anybody of the opposite view, that would be fantastic, because why would they not want to agree with us? Why would they not want to say, hey, men do have a voice? Men and women both have a voice. Just tell the truth. It's really that simple. But then again, on both sides, we all lie. I've lied multiple times to get out of certain situations. I was a very good liar as a child. And men, you deserve due process, and you deserve a voice. Stick to your guns, stick to your morals. Women, you as well, but don't put yourselves in harmful situations. And men, if a woman says no, walk away. Otherwise, 30 years later, if you win the lottery, you're gonna be put with a lawsuit or a rape allegation, and that money's gonna be right taken from you. And men, if you do a one-night stand, have written permission or put it on video. That will save you a long